From feast to steady flow, fixing your business's money gaps. It always starts with excitement. A new client, a record month, that feeling of finally turning the corner. For Ian, it came on a bright Monday morning. His phone buzzed with the email every entrepreneur dreams of. A signed contract from a national brand. The deal was worth more than his last 3 months combined. He called his wife, told his team, and even allowed himself a rare afternoon off. Finally, the hard work was paying off. But 3 months later, Ian found himself staring at his business bank account at 2 a.m. It was nearly empty. Payroll was due, taxes were around the corner. The same client who had changed everything hadn't paid on time. He scrolled through his statements in disbelief. How could he be making more money than ever and still be broke? That's when the truth hit him. Revenue doesn't equal stability. You can have the best product, the biggest client, even a growing team, and still live in financial chaos if your cash flow is out of rhythm. Ian wasn't bad with money. He was just running his business the way most people do, in survival mode, chasing sales, covering expenses, hoping the numbers worked out. He thought more income would fix it, but the problem wasn't the amount, it was the movement. Cash flow isn't about what you make, it's about how it moves through your business, how it enters, how it exits, and whether it serves you in between. It's the difference between a raging storm and a steady river. Both hold water. Only one sustains life. After that sleepless night, Ian made a decision. He was done guessing. He blocked a weekend off, sat at his kitchen table with a cup of coffee, and printed out 6 months of transactions. He wanted to see the truth, even if it hurt. At first, it did. He found forgotten software subscriptions, projects that paid too little, random withdrawals he couldn't explain. His business had slowly turned into a leaky bucket, and he was too busy filling it to notice. But as he mapped it out, something shifted. He began seeing patterns. His biggest clients didn't always bring the biggest profit. His busiest months weren't always his healthiest ones. He started realizing that the key wasn't to hustle harder, it was to flow smarter. The more he tracked, the calmer he felt. For the first time, he could see what was real, not what he hoped or assumed. He stopped measuring success by deposits and started measuring it by predictability. Every dollar that got a purpose. A portion for profit. A portion for taxes. A portion for future growth. The rest, operational fuel, not emotional comfort. That one change turned chaos into rhythm, and that rhythm became peace. I've seen this story play out hundreds of times. Carlo, a contractor I coached, once told me, "Cliff, I'm making money every month, but I still feel broke." We pulled up his numbers. He had steady work, great clients, and decent margins. But his cash flow? A disaster. Too many small leaks. Too little control. Within 2 hours, we found $12,000 in yearly expenses that weren't adding any value. Apps, software, retainers he'd forgotten to cancel. He didn't need to earn more. He just needed to reclaim what he already had. That discovery changed him, not just financially, emotionally. He walked in frustrated and overwhelmed. He left focused and free. Here's what most business owners miss. Cash flow isn't just an accounting term, it's a mirror. It shows you what you value, what you fear, and how disciplined you really are. It's the story your business tells when no one's listening. That's why so many entrepreneurs feel trapped even when they're growing. They're reacting to numbers instead of directing them. But when you finally take charge of your cash flow, when you own the movement of your money, something incredible happens. You stop working for your business. You start making your business work for you. This is what I call getting your cash flow mojo. It's the moment when your income stops feeling random and starts feeling reliable, when you know what's coming in, what's going out, and how much is truly yours to keep. The cash flow mojo isn't about perfection, it's about clarity. And that clarity brings confidence. If you've ever wished you could feel calm about money again, not just hopeful, but in control, take a moment later to explore the cash flow mojo using the link in the description or comments section. Even just going through the first steps can open your eyes to where your business stands right now. Let's go back to Ian. Once he created his system, something unexpected happened. His stress dropped. His creativity came back. He started showing up differently, calmer, sharper, more decisive. Instead of reacting to emergencies, he began planning with intention. He stopped taking projects out of panic and started saying no to the wrong clients. Within 6 months, he had 3 months of expenses saved, consistent pay for his team, and predictable profit every quarter. His business finally felt alive, not in chaos, but in flow. And that's what most entrepreneurs crave deep down. Not just success, stability. They want to sleep at night knowing the bills are covered. They want to make decisions from vision, not fear. They want to feel like they're running a business, not surviving one. That's the real transformation, from feast and famine to flow and freedom. Drew, another business owner, described it best. For years, I thought my anxiety came from slow months, but it wasn't about sales, it was about uncertainty. Once I understood my flow, I stopped feeling like I was guessing. That's the peace that comes when your numbers finally make sense. Here's a truth worth remembering. You can't grow what you can't see. Until you understand your cash flow, every decision is built on hope instead of data. You might get lucky sometimes, but you'll never feel secure. And security, not just income, is what allows growth to happen. So before you chase another big client, launch another offer, or cut another expense, ask yourself, what does my flow really look like? Am I feeding it or fighting it? Because until you master the flow, every win will be temporary. And once you do master it, every win will be permanent. Take a quiet hour this week. No distractions, no panic, and map out your flow. What comes in, what goes out, what stays. Then ask, what can I do to make this steadier? You'll be amazed at what you find. And if you'd like help seeing the full picture, take a look at the Cash Flow Mojo link in the description or comment section. It's a simple starting point to identify your leaks, rebalance your income rhythm, and finally build that steady flow you've been chasing. Not a tool, a transformation, not a fix, a foundation. Because once you fix your flow, you fix your freedom. When your business stops running on hope and starts running on rhythm, everything changes. You think clearer, you sleep better, you make decisions from confidence, not fear. And when you wake up in the morning, the first thing on your mind isn't, will there be enough? It's, what's next? That's the shift, from feast to steady flow, from guessing to knowing, from chaos to calm. Your business doesn't need another hustle. It needs a heartbeat. So find your flow, protect it, and let it lead you forward. The Cash Flow Mojo is there when you're ready, waiting to show you what your numbers are really trying to say. Links in the description and the comments. Start small. Start curious, but start. Because once you do, you'll never go back to guessing again.